For reality, the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective. I know that in the Big Brother off season, I don't cover a lot of reality TV, and that's because I don't watch a lot of reality TV in the Big Brother off season. I do watch my challenge and I do watch my Survivor, and when those things go off, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with my life? Because the other shows that I watch, I'll catch things here and there, you know. I'll catch some Circle. I actually did finally release my hiatus from watching the Circle. I haven't got into the Summit yet. I watched the Mole a little earlier this season, but in past Big Brother seasons, I have at least kept going with Big Brother content 1 to 2 months after the season is over, just for something else to talk about. But for this particular season, not even gonna lie to y'all, I have just not been particularly interested in the house guests outside of the season. You know, the things that I have seen have not been interesting to me. So I haven't been watching. I think I watched a couple of Chelsea's lives. I think I watched 1 or 2 of Tucker's lives, and I'm talking about for his lives. I'm talking about one of them was during finale week, and the other one was when they were putting out that video about the production leak from this person that they thought was their friend. I think that I watched a couple of Cam clips, post interviews. But the point being, this off season hasn't been giving, because when Big Brother 24 ended, it was like, oh cool, Big Brother 24.5. Then when 25 ended, it was like Big Brother 25.5. That's a term that I don't know who coined it, but they called the off season the point five, where all the drama happened. I'm sorry, I'm still tired, y'all. Where all the drama happens, but this season it hasn't been that for me. But when I was on here earlier, people said, "Hey, go check out Angela and Chelsea's argument," and I'll watch it. I watched it. I didn't watch all of it. I watched the part that I found of it, and I saw some of it. I didn't see her live beginning to end, but I saw a part of it, and I saw the portion from when Angela jumped on. So, hi, you guess. You better act like you know. Hi, Edward. So, anyways, we'll see what the next comment is, because if it's a troll comment, I don't leave trolls on here for too long. So, I took a look at it. Chelsie was talking about her thoughts about Angela in the game, and actually, I had seen like 1 or 2 other lives. When I was looking for this one, I actually came across some other TikTok lives where people had asked her questions about Angela, and one of them was like, "Hey, do you keep in touch with Angela?" Okay, bye to you. They were asking questions about Angela, like, do you still keep in touch with Angela? And her answer was basically, if me and Angela were in the same room, I would be cordial with her, but I do not actively keep in touch with Angela the way that I would for other cast members. And she's not the only one. Like, there's some of them that are okay with Angela, and there's some of them that are like, Angela is just, I'm not interested. Matt being one of them, which I thought was interesting because of the timing of me actually seeing and meeting Matt. Sorry, it looks like it cut off. But yeah, questions about people asked if he talked to Angela. nope, not interested. Things have changed. So I guess things have changed in the off season to make him not interested in talking to Angela. So Angela got on Chelsea's TikTok live, and they were having a conversation. Hi, Tasha. And within that conversation, Angela jumped on there and said, "My daughters were watching your live, and they told me that you were basically disrespecting me, and basically like she was insinuating that Chelsie was disrespecting her and mischaracterizing her in the house by talking about certain things that Angela did in the game and saying that's just Angela." So they were arguing back and forth about semantics, because Chelsie was saying anything that I have talked about within this live is game talk. I'm talking about how you were in the game, not talking about personal. She said, I have mentioned that I don't hold anybody to the person that they were in the game. The things that they said in the game, the things that they did in the game. She said, I'm not perfect. There's things that I said within the game that I have apologized for. She said she apologized to Leah because Angela was quick to say, were the things that you said about me, the mean things that you said about myself, and the mean things that you said about Leah, was that game or was that personal? And she said, this is not a conversation I want to have on live. I gave you the opportunity to speak to you, to speak to me. You still have the opportunity to speak to me. I texted you. I asked you if there's anything you wanted to talk about. You didn't choose to honor that. So then Angela was like, because I didn't think that there was anything to talk about. She said, you have done and said mean things about people in the house. And she said the difference between myself and you is that you said mean things about people behind their back, and I said those things to their face. And I'm like, Chelsie didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with that, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't know what show she's talking about, but I saw her having plenty of conversations about people behind their backs that were not nice, as in Angela. So I'm not really sure where she got the notion that she never talked behind anyone's back. That seemed really self-righteous of a thing for her to say. It's not much to it, to be honest. It's not much to this situation for me, to be honest with you. There's no deep... I feel like Angela wants to remain relevant. I think that she was to start a fight between her and Chelsie because Chelsie was... She said that she didn't feel like there was a point in having an offline. So I'm like, at that point, remember something that I said. The things that I say outside of the reality TV will connect into the realm, because whether we're talking about a show or not, people don't change. And when I say people, I don't mean Angela. I just mean the nature of people. You can see the nature of people. And something that I've seen in my non-reality TV lives is that you have to realize that not everyone who comes to the table problem is looking for a solution. Sometimes they come to the table with the problem looking to generate more conflict, because that's the way that they live their life. They live their life in a constant state of conflict, and that is actually what makes them feel I don't even want to say happy, but for instance, like some of these people that I've ended up arguing with, I regret arguing with them because I say to myself, they gained something out of getting me upset. I didn't gain anything out of being upset, and in fact, it took me out of character. Now, I'll give Chelsie all the credit in the world because Chelsie handled it professionally. And the thing is, for me, like if somebody came and said things to me at my workplace, I'm at work, so it's a little bit easier for me to handle something professionally because I know there's literally money on the line. Now, TikTok in some way, shape, or form does become like a place of employment for them because they're making money off of these TikTok accounts, but at the same time, they're not upholding to company standards. Like she could roll around in the mud with Angela and still get paid, as long as she's not cursing her out, as long as she's not saying anything that violates TikTok policy. You can actually be that person who has those arguments with whoever and still maintains your paycheck. But I think that I like the way that Chelsie is handling her off season. I like the fact that Chelsie has been willing to talk to and address the people in her cast who might have felt away, like MJ did at one point, like Cam did at one point, like Leah did at one point. I don't know who else. But there were people on her season that felt away about things that she said or did. And she took all of them like, let's have a one-to-one conversation offline. You get out what you have to say, I get out what I have to say. I'm willing to apologize for that. She could just say, I'm playing the game, which is what she said to the media. But you don't have to apologize to the media. I think it makes sense to talk to your castmates and square things off with them versus going on a media. It was a little bit of tea. I'll give you all that. It was a little bit interesting. I watched it. I watched the part of it that I watched. I might watch the rest of it. I might not. But those are my thoughts on it. Drop a comment and what you think. And as always, thanks for your support. And please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you.